Hello! Yes, it's ITV Trevor Boswell again. Merry Christmas, everyone. I'm just going to be over the next few days doing a few little vlogs, just how to go about preparing your turkey, planning ahead, making sure that on Christmas Day you have to do as little as possible. I'm just going to adjust the screen in a minute and also check that this is working okay. So hopefully there are some people here. I've just started maybe a few minutes earlier, so I don't know if anybody's on. Oh, we've got a light there. There's somebody online. Let me just check the technology a sec. How is everybody? Oh. Hang on a sec. Sorry, guys. There we go. Sorry about that. Just want to make sure I can see everything that's going on. Right, okay, so what we're going to be doing today is we're going to be doing a Christmas butter. We'll talk about in a bit why you need a Christmas butter. Some of you might not think you do, but there you go. So, I'm just going to adjust this slightly. So we've got on, Bill's on, Karen's on, excellent, waving as well. The video I'm watching is a little bit behind, so apologies. Okay, so we're going to do a turkey butter. We're just going to prepare it now, and then on Christmas Eve, we'll use it. We're not going to put up the jacks or anything, just in the skin and stuff. So what we need, we've got a pat of butter, and this is at room temperature. Make sure it's nice and squidgy. The wine's for me, that's not the recipe. And then we've got some salt, some sea salt, pepper. We've got a nice clementine there. We've got some sage. Got some dry cranberries, 75 grams roughly. We've got some thyme, and we've got some rosemary. It's a very, very quick this. It won't take long to do. So we'll crack on, shall we? Can everybody hear me okay? If you can, just say yes or type yes or something. Hope that's all right. Hope you like my new apron. So we got the butter. I cheated on this actually because I forgot to take out the fridge earlier. I've been so busy working today, as are things. I had to change a tyre for a neighbour. You know what I'm like, I'm always busy. So I'm just going to wash my hands a sec. Right, we'll just put that to one side for a second. What you want to do first is take your dried cranberries. You should be able to find the shops okay. I went to Tesco's to get them. I was looking all over for them in like the dried fruit bit where you'd expect it to be, but should have realised it's in the baking section. So there you go. Right, what you're going to do is just roughly chop these up. By the way, I got a new knife and I don't think it's very good, so it's the first time I've used it. I would have chopped these up before, but the video would have been that short that I thought we'll just make it a bit longer by doing this. Keep you on before the football starts. Obviously, City are playing tonight, so we're all watching that, aren't we? So turkey butter, what's it all about? So I mean, my family and probably most others, you get your turkey on Christmas Day and smash it in the oven, don't you? Put a bit of butter on the outside maybe, but that's about it. So what this is about is I'm going to make this flavoured butter. Now, it does three things really. You've got it in there to... A lot of people say to me, oh, we don't have turkey. It's too dry, too dry. Well, it will be, because that's the type of bird it is. But, ow. It is sharp, this knife, I just found out. But if you use this butter, it will be the most moist bird you've ever seen. Well, maybe some have seen a bit more moisture, but there you go. So that's one thing. It keeps it really moist. It's a beautiful bird at the end of the day. Secondly, obviously the flavour in this is amazing. And what we'll do is, the day before Christmas, that's when you put it under the skin. So obviously overnight you can marinate a bit more as well. And then on the day when you roast the turkey, the juices that come off there and go through the turkey are amazing. And thirdly, all those juices that go into the roasting tin at the end will form a lot of the flavour for the gravy, which I will be doing. Christmas Eve we'll go over the gravy, and tomorrow I'm doing the stuffing, and I'll put the details up of what you need. I know nobody's cooking along with me at the moment, but there you go. That'll do. I've cut my finger, apologies. Hang on a sec. Right. Okay, so you get your butter. And you just squish it up, yeah? Bit of a mess there. It's quite nice actually, this. Okay. Then you get your cranberries. Pop them in. Okay, just squish it all together. Yeah. Yes, Chantal, moist. Moist. Right, okay, so that sort of consistency. Bear me a sec, I'm just going to wash my hands again. So hopefully most of the people have broke up now for Christmas. I haven't. I'm working through, including Christmas Eve, because that's the kind of guy I am. And working over 27, 28, 29, 30th, is that right? Something like that anyway. Right, okay, so next up is the herbs. So, what we're going to do is take the leaves off the sage. We don't want the stalks. Doesn't matter how many you do. I mean, the more the better. Don't be afraid of herbs. They're not going to kill you, are they? The more you do, the better the flavour. Just discard those bits. I mean, as regards the rosemary and the thyme, you can use dried if you want, but to be honest, it's so easy to get hold of fresh stuff, isn't it? Now, you might as well use fresh stuff. It's so much better. Right, just take that off there. And all you want to do is just chop it up. Yes, Clayton, I do use herb. Or if you're coming from America, I do use herbs all the time. Can we think of some American herbs? What's American for coriander? Anybody know? And of course, oregano is oregano. I've not got good knife skills, unless it's murder in the dark. I'm going to redo this butter offline again because I've got a bloody finger. You know, that's enough. That's fine enough. That it's fine enough. Just pop that in there. Right, okay, the next thing is, so I bought myself some new graters. Look at this, look at that bugger, eh? It's nice, isn't it? So I'll put that there. It's easy to see now, isn't it? What you want to do now is take a clementine. You can get an orange if you want, but these are sweeter, so a bit nicer. Just grate the zest. It works. I don't know if this is the right grater for this, but we'll see. By the way, I've got some Christmas carols on, but I don't know if you can hear them or not. I don't know if you can hear them. I don't know. Nice one, Clayton. Right, that zest hasn't worked very well. Just give it a bit of a squeeze. A tiny bit of juice, not a load. Okay, now we just want to give that a good. Oh, it's nice and squeegee, this. Look at that. It smells amazing. Now, there's been no cooking involved in this today, which I'm quite pleased about, because I'm not really prepared for it, so apologies. There's no masturbation jokes, nothing. So apologies for that. I just haven't had time to get any ready. And obviously, I've still got my shit cooker. So, right, if you heard any bad industrial language there, I apologise, as they say in the football world. Right, that is all you need. Look at that, it's beautiful, isn't it? Right, what you need to do now, we're not going to touch that until Christmas Eve. So, all you need to do, you can leave it in this bowl, well, not my bowl, in your own bowl, obviously. Leave that in the fridge, cling filmed, and then on the day, well, Christmas Eve, what we'll do is we'll prep the turkey, and we'll use that butter to prep it with. It's been very short, but I just wanted to get my tech right, which I sort of have, I think. And although I've got like a tablet in front of me here, which you can probably see. I can see the video, but I can see like everybody quoting stuff on screen on the actual camera, but on this I can't see anything, so apologies if I've missed loads of comments and stuff. I don't know how many people are on. It's probably only Clayton, Mandy and a few others on now. So anyway, I'm not going to mess with that anymore because it's done. Guys, I'm going to leave now because I need to get ready to watch the footy, and I'll be back on tomorrow. I think tomorrow we're doing the stuffing, getting it ready anyway, prepping it. So I'll put some details up of when that's going to be, and if you do want to cook along, probably don't, obviously, but the video will be up another time, and then if you want to, you can make the stuffing yourselves. Yeah, I'll leave it at that. Merry Christmas, and hopefully I haven't put you off too much, and this will appear on Facebook later on as well, so you can watch it if you missed it, or on Trevor Boswell +1 or whatever it is. Okay guys, thanks a lot for watching. I'll speak to you tomorrow. Hello again, Trevor Boswell here again for you. ITV Temple's Trevor Boswell is obviously. It just seems a day or so since I spoke to you last. Okay, well, I don't know if anybody's on yet. I'm going to try and keep up to date though with any comments that are coming up. If anybody is on, can they just give me a hi just to make sure everything's going okay? Maybe not, maybe. We'll carry on. Let me just check the technology, see if I can see if we're on. Well, it says we're live, and I can't get it up on here, but hopefully we are live. Yes, we're on. Clayton says hi, Trev. Sound, hi, Clayton. Good. So, what we're going to do today is we're going to prep the gravy. So what we're going to do is do the most of the gravy, but on the day and Christmas morning, we're going to just add the rest, which is the bits from the chicken, the butter we talked about, the giblets, which will form part of the trivet for the turkey on the day. So they'll be added in later, but this is basically the best bit, which you can do before. It's all about getting everything prepared before the day. So let me just change the angle of the phone, the camera. Ross is watching, brilliant. Hope everything's okay, Ross. That should do it, I think. Right. Now, people think that I just do this and put it together so easy, but I'm a bit OCD and I have loads of notes. Look at all these. There you go. It's not ad hoc, this. Right, so what we're going to do, first of all, I'll just go through the ingredients that we've got. We've got 2 onions, it's 2 of everything basically. 2 onions, 2 celery sticks, 2 carrots, 2 knives. It's up to you, that one. Then we've got, in here, move my wine out of the way. I've gone for a rosé prosecco today because I didn't want to get too drunk, so there we go. In here, we've got 2 bay leaves, roughly 2 sprigs of rosemary, 2 star anise, and roughly 2 sprigs of sage. Then we've got 10 chicken wings, 2 rashers of streaky bacon, smoky streaky bacon. We've got 2 tablespoons in there of cranberry sauce. We've got 4 tablespoons, not 2, it's 4 tablespoons of just plain flour in there. We've got some pork. Now that's optional, but when alcohol is involved, I don't think that's optional really. You want to put that in. We've got a bit of olive oil, salt and pepper, which yesterday when we were doing the butter, because I cut myself, I forgot, that's my excuse anyway, I forgot to put salt and pepper in, so I've been back and done another butter and put the salt and pepper in. So do make sure you got some salt and pepper in there. If you did that yesterday, I know nobody did, but if you did, make sure you do that. Okay, at the same time, if you want to preheat your oven now, to 180 degrees, that's 350 Fahrenheit, gas mat 4, okay? Now, again, it's going to be quite a quick video. It's mainly just preparation. Now, I have got a pink rolling pin. Now, don't hold that against me. I had to do an emergency bake at work one day, and I think it was some empanadas we had to do for the World Cup. I think we were Argentina, our team. I think that was what it was for. And I had to rush out to Tesco's, and they only had a pink one. So, but it's quite nice, isn't it? And now you either need this or a hammer. So it's up to you. I've got a hammer around, so I've got a rolling pin. Just move that out of the way for a minute. Okay, so what we're going to do first is we've got the onions, yeah, so we just want to chop them up. They don't have to be very small. We're just going to chop them up. What we're basically doing here is we're just making a stock for the gravy. By the way, sorry, I'm chucking them into a large roasting tin, yeah? High-sided one you need. Hope everybody's okay. I go into the office every week just for one day on a Wednesday. Just for my own sanity, really. Because there's a few people in the office, normally Clayton and his team. Hello, Mandy. You don't have to call me chef all the time, it's fine. So I went in today, and if you've been in our office, a lot of you online will work with me or do work with me. Basically, there was nobody in, just me, and it got to about 11:30, and all the lights started to go off. So I thought I might as well go home. so I came home today anyway. So hopefully a lot of you have now finished. What I'm doing now is just you cut up the celery sticks just nice and roughly and rustic. Carrots, you don't need to peel them, just make sure you've washed them. We don't want the end on. Again, I've not got any comments coming up on my tablet, so I'm just trying to see what everybody's saying on here. I think I'm up to date. Just roughly chop the carrots up. Can you hear the Christmas carols on? I've turned them up a little bit, but Lee Hotwood back on the 6th. All right, mate. As I say, I'm working tomorrow, and I'm working 30th, 29th, and 31st, 28th. Oh, forget it. 3 days before New Year. But then I'm back on the 6th, 7th, like you, Lee. I'm off 7th. Hi, Amy. Hi, Lee. Right. Okay. So we've got that. We've got all that in there. Yeah. Okay. So what we're gonna do now is we've got some streaky smoky bacon there, yeah. I've actually done 3, you only need 2, but they're quite small, these, actually. So what we're going to do is just chop that up. Don't need any really good knife skills with this one, luckily enough. Just pop that in there as well. Okay. Then we've got, as I say, we've got the sprigs. You don't need to take anything off the sprigs. Just pop them in to the roasting tray. Same with the sage. If you want to, you can just take a few bits off, just to scatter them about a bit in the. It's quite a big roasted tray, this, to be honest. We've got 2 fresh bay leaves. If they're hard to get hold of, to be honest. I managed to get these from Sainsbury's yesterday, but if you can't, just use dried. And then a couple of star anise, give it a nice little bit of an aniseed flavour. Just pop the rest of the stuff in there. Right, so we've put the bacon in, we've put all the veg in. Now this is where it gets a bit interesting. So this is where you need your hammer or your rolling pin. So got the chicken legs, chicken wings here, right? I've done some already because it's quite loud in here and the cat doesn't like it, and blood goes all over the place as well, it can do. So just be careful. So I'll just do a few. So what we're going to do is we need to just get some flavour out of them. So when they roast it, the more flavour comes out of them. So, hi Mark, how's it going? Hi Carol. Mark, you're off till the 5th as well. Well done, mate. Pleased for you. Okay, so what you want to do is just, can you see this? What you want to do is just make a few incisions in there. Just make it a part of it. Now get your hammer or your rolling pin. Now, I tried this before, I tried it out, and I think you need to hold on, because if you smash it, it sometimes goes right across the kitchen, which it did before for me, but also some blood can spit out. So obviously I've got my new apron on, so it should be okay. So just want to give it a really good, just think who it is, you know. Ex-wives come into it sometimes. But anyway, so you do that, get it, just that's all you need. Get the next one. I know nobody's cooking along, but you know, I'm doing it this way because I've got to do it anyway for my Christmas dinner. So rather than just record it and say, oh, here's what I did later, this is the way we're doing it. But I might make a video of it all put together for next year, if you can be bothered. So I think I've only got to do another 2 because I've done 6 beforehand just to save messing about. So sorry for the ones who are doing this live. All the blood out there, look at that. Oh. So. So, oh, have a great Christmas yourself, Ross, mate. So, if you've got any ideas who these, oh, I've got a blood coming out now. If you've got any ideas of who these people could be that I'm actually thinking about when I'm doing this, just pop it up online, you know. Go. See what I mean? That was lucky, that one nearly fell off. Right. This is the last one. Are you enjoying this, by the way? Mark, how the baggies are not doing too badly, are they? They could do better. Now they've got big Sam back in. Right, that's it done. Okay. So, what we're going to do now is I'm going to just add this in here into the tray. So I'll move this tray over here a bit. Now, a lot of people probably would prefer, so some people, when they've done the turkey, what they'll do is, before it rests on the day, they'll probably take the wings off, the parson's nose, whatever it's called on the turkey, I'm assuming it's the same thing. All the bits, and the wings and that, all the bits that people don't necessarily make, and then they'll make that into the stock. But this is all about making things beforehand, so yeah, a lot of violence there, Clayton, I know. So this is about just making it a bit more simple. Okay, so what we're going to do now, just drizzle it with a bit of oil. It's just olive oil, just standard olive oil, nothing about it. And remember, this time we're going to put in some seasoning for a change. Now, I got this from Aldi and it's rubbish, but it's cheap, it's 85p, so you know, plenty of seasoning in there. as with herbs, don't be scared of seasoning, and it won't hurt you. Got some sea salt. Okay. Right, what I'm going to do now is, it's been quite a quick video this, it's because I can't go, I'm going to put this in the oven now for an hour, and here's what I made earlier, and this is live. I'm not going to stay on for an hour, and just, I haven't got any jokes prepared or anything, so I'm going to put this in the oven now, and it's going to go in, well, oh, just shake it up a bit, toss it about a bit, by the way. Use a bit of a knife or something, just get it all in that oil. Yeah, so I'm going to put it in the oven for an hour. It's like we're going to reconvene, like it's a disciplinary. It's not a disciplinary, you haven't done anything wrong. We're going to reconvene in an hour, and then I'll take you through a few little bits and bats we need to do next, and then we'll be done. You don't have to attend, it's not compulsory. This will be up on Facebook after this, so you can watch it again if you want, or if you miss a start. And yeah, I'll see you in about an hour. I'll put up when I'm coming online. Thanks guys, I'll see you later. Hello again, it's me, Trevor Boswell. In the afternoon for a change, I've got a wine. It's 3 PM. Tenable's normally on now. I don't know if I mentioned I've been on Tenable, but I have. Don't ask me about it. Anyway, I don't know if anybody's on yet. Let's have a look. If anybody can see this, can they just wave or say hello or anything, just so I know I'm not talking to nobody in the world at all. I know Alex said she was going to try and get on, and we'll crack on in a second. We're going to be doing, well, preparing the stuffing so it's all ready just to go in the oven tomorrow, and then we can see what it looks like tomorrow. You'll probably be a bit busy opening your presents and eating, but I'll be online at various stages tomorrow. I'm also going to be online tonight at about 8:30, 9 o'clock, just putting the last bits to the turkey, the stuffing it, putting the butter in, ready. So again, tomorrow in the morning, all you got to do is put it in the oven. You don't have to be messing about. You can get on the booze straight away. Right, so is anybody online? Is there anybody there? Okay. It'll be up later on Facebook anyways, if you can bother looking at it. So what we'll do is we will crack on. So just go through the ingredients that we've got today. I'm a bit worried today because I'm using my food processor for the first time, and don't know how it'll go, but there you go. So we've got 2 large onions. Hang on a second, I'm just going to get this back down. So it's better, isn't it? I think we've got about 4 people on. That'll do. It's daytime, you know, daytime TV. That's the way it is. I think there's only 4 people watching Tenable. Yes, I've been on Tenable. So we've got 2 onions already chopped. Now, I bought breadcrumbs because I just couldn't be bothered making my own. Peter, mate, wow, old days. So yeah, breadcrumbs. We've got some vacuum packed chestnuts. They're great in this. We've got a kilogram, roughly kilogram of trimmed pork shoulder. Now, you can buy your own minced pork, but I prefer, well, we'll see how it goes, but this is much better because at least you know what you're actually mincing up. This is lovely pork shoulder. If you buy minced pork, sometimes you're not too sure what area of the animal is in there, so we're going to put that through the food processor. We've got a few smoked streaky bacon pieces in there. We've got some olive oil, got a large knob of butter. It's quite a lot of butter, to be honest. You know what I'm like with butter. Some chilli flakes. Don't worry, it's not going to be that. It's not going to make it too hot. Hi Clayton, all right mate. Then we've got a nutmeg, just one nutmeg, a lemon, a clementine, a pinch of cinnamon. We've got in here we've got 2 tablespoons roughly of dried cranberries and apricots, 2 of each, and obviously we've got some salt and pepper. So what we want to do is just get a large frying pan. Just is that okay? See that? We just need to get that just heated up slightly while we're doing this, and I've actually got that on a heat that's quite high anyway now, so it shouldn't take too long just to get heated up. What we're going to do, there's 2 stages to this, so what we're going to do is prepare some veg and stuff in here, and then what we're going to do is get that to cool as quick as possible, and then while that's cooling we're going to do use a food processor to mash up. It's a Christmas mash up the pork, etc. in there. What you want to do is just put a drizzle of olive oil in there, and a knob of butter. Oh, that hurt. Just a second. Yeah, it's heating up now, that's good. Now chilies, it's just to give it a little bit of a hit of taste, that's all. So you don't want to go mad. Really, that's too much. See, that is too much. So just about that'll do. Okay. Right, what you want to do now is just add a pinch of cinnamon in there. That is a big knob. We love that joke, don't we, Clayton? That's probably too much cinnamon again, but so that's about how much cinnamon you want in there. Just get it going. Okay, so then we want to grate the nutmeg in, about half a nutmeg grated in there. Whey! Misses. Watch your fingers when you're doing this. I've cut myself enough so far in these last few videos. Get a good half in there. It's actually working this time, this grater. Different one. Ah, right. That'll do. That will do. Keep that going. Right. What we've got in here is I've got saisies. I've cut them a little bit smaller and some larger pieces. We're going to use the larger pieces later. Just put in, it's basically a full sort of handful of the sage, and then just reserve that bit for later. It's a lot harder when you've not got any wine. Well, obviously I'm working still at the moment, so obviously as if I am. If it's Christmas Eve, but I am technically working, so I can't have wine, and also I'm driving in a bit, so I'll have some later when I'm doing the turkey bit. It's a lot easier when you're doing that. Okay, so we need to just add there's 2 onions in there. You just want to soften them down. Again, hopefully this won't last too long, this video. It all depends on whether or not the word processor, I'm sick of work, I tell you. Food processor works okay. I've realised that it might be too small for the amount of pork that I've got. to go in there. Hi Paul, mate, you okay? So, I don't know how many people have got on at the moment. I think there's only a few, but it is the afternoon. I realise people are busy. I say you can catch this later on the repeat. It's a big piece of wood, isn't it? Okay, so I say don't want to do too much here. Just sweat it down a little bit. I've got some Christmas tunes on, but I don't think you can hear them. Don't know if you can or not. This one. There you go. As I say, you can also, if you want to, you can also just get some sausage meat and use that. But I think this is the best, tastiest way, and you're getting some really fresh meat that you know about. Tom, how's it going, mate? Have you not got a pun for us about pork or anything, Tom? No? That's nearly there now, that. No, I think that will do us. So it cools down faster. Just take a bowl, a cold bowl, a cool bowl, whatever bowl. Just move that to there. Of course, you don't burn yourself. So we'll just push that in there. That's all we need. Right, so we want that to cool down as quickly as possible, really, hopefully, because I want to make sure I can try and do the last bit on here. So I'll just put that out of the way a sec. Right, this is the interesting bit now, isn't it? It is, yes, he said, yes, it is. Tell them you're not their blog after. Get in shot. Jenga. Oh, that nice one, Clayton. Let's turn it off. Right, now as I say, I don't know if I've actually got room in here for the pork, but we'll have a look. We'll have a bash. Right, so let's just pop this in here. It's really nice meat, this. I got it from Costco. It's really cheap considering, well, it is from Costco obviously, but I got about 1.5 kilos. This is a kilo roughly, trimmed down, and I think we're going to be okay. Actually, just about. This is a kilo trimmed down, and then the other half kilo I'll probably just make a stew with it or something like that, or kebabs or something. Right. So, well, add that in there. And we've got some bacon, as I say. You don't really need to chop it up too much. It's 2 slices, but they're only small these, so I've done 3. I mean, who doesn't like bacon, eh? Just put that in there. Hopefully this works alright. How's everyone? Okay. Right, what we're going to do now is get your grater again, and we're going to just put in there the zest of about half a lemon. And then another clementine. So hopefully you've got some more. Nobody's got any clementines, obviously, for the cooking because nobody's cooking. But you want to do about another, maybe a quarter of this. Just save the rest because we'll just use that in a bit. Right. This is where it gets interesting, doesn't it? Basically, we just want this pork to go a bit in a mush. Hopefully it will. Just have a bash. Cat's not liking this one little bit. Oh, that's pretty good. We'll just put some at the bottom. Watch your fingers when you do this, so you don't want to go too far down for the blade. And also remember, kiddies, if you're wrapping presents on your own, use round nose end scissors. Much safer. You don't want any accidents. Right. Just give it a bit of a more of a second. It's not working, so just done there. Just realise you can't really see what's happening, can you? Because my hand's in the way, but it's the wrong way round, if you know what I mean. That's belting that now. Look at that, that's perfect. Right, let's do this. Right, to go. Just move this around out of the way. I need a bigger kitchen. I wish I had a bigger kitchen, to be honest, but it's tiny. Right, let's just move this around a bit. Right, so what we need to do is just put that into this large bowl. Watch fingers, as I say. Look at that, that's brilliant, that. It's only 40 quid, this processor. Where I got it from now? I think it was from Argos. Very good, Argos. If anybody from Argos is watching and wants me to be an influencer and send me free stuff, they can be. Nobody obviously is from Argos watching, so if they were. Right, okay, so we've grated that up now. That looks really nice. As I say, I'd probably make my own bread crust, but I've had so much to do, I can't bother. So we want to add about 70 to 100 grams. There's 175 grams in here. A bit more. Right. Right. Okay. So what we're going to do, I'm going to open this packet. Take your chestnuts. You can obviously make your own chestnuts, but you might as well just buy these. They're perfect, and just crush them into the mixture. Hi Kath, how's everything down south? You okay? Hope Gary's okay. Can you make the tunes now, by the way? Just if you can, so you can hear them. Boring bit this. Don't put them all in. Just save a few. which we'll use on the top of the stuffing before it goes into the oven tomorrow. There's nothing more Christmassy than toasting your chestnuts by the fire, I believe. Children roasting by an open fire. That's how the song goes, isn't it? Something like that. Oh. Is anybody working today? I doubt it, but you never know. If you are, then you shouldn't be watching this really. Get back to your laptop or whatever you're doing. I think that's enough. I think that's enough. Now, add in the dried fruit and seconds, just push me on a second. Season it up. Now, really, I don't know why the recipe says to use white pepper that I'm adapting this from, but I'm just going to use nothing. This is horrible pepper, this, but just white pepper. You want plenty in there. Keeps the wrist going, this one. And then, again, plenty of salt, plenty of sea salt if you've got sea salt. Okay. Now with your clean hands, I'm going to mix it all in. It's better to use your hands than a spatula because you can really bind it together. Now what we're going to be doing with this is we're going to be using it two different ways. I might have mentioned it in the previous video, but basically about a third of it we're going to use in the bird itself, and then the other bit we're going to make in a tray. So I mean, a lot of people like the turkey separate, so and it cooks in a different way because you get a nice gnarly top on it and a lovely soft middle in that respect. Just going to see if this mixture's cold now. It's cold enough. So the mixture we did before in the pan, just pop that in. You're just cooling it down really because you're going to be using your hands to mix it. You don't want to burn yourself, do you? So just mix all this in again. Nice, it's quite relaxing. I actually don't know if anybody's online now, but never mind. I'm just going to finish this off. Okay. Okay, just take your lemon again. Try and find what you did with your grater. Just grate a bit more in there. You don't need any real moisture. It's quite moist with the onions and etc. in there. same with your lemon seed, just a little bit, not loads. Just give it a bit of a kick. I hope I'm doing this right, you know. It doesn't really matter. At the end of the day, you can put in what you want. I mean, as long as you've got your pork, missus, and your onions, and some sort of herbs to, you know, spice it. Put in whatever fruit you want. I've just put cranberries in here and apricots, but you can use whatever you want. You can also crunch up, you know, some nice nuts you might have at Christmas in here. Anything that's Christmassy, really. It's entirely up to you. So, this is nearly there now. It really is there, but probably done a little bit too many onions there, but never mind, it doesn't matter. Once it's cooked, it'll be beautiful. Hi Gina, are you okay? Right. Okay, so I'm just going to use this bowl here. So we're going to about third it, aren't we? You said. I said. It depends how much you want in your bird, doesn't it? Really, but I'd say, you know, that's about enough. Yeah. Pop that in there. Wrap that in cellophane as soon as it's cooled totally down. Yeah. Now, I'll put that away over there. Right, take this. You need an oven-proof dish. I mean, this is probably, I'd say this is about the right size. It depends. We'll see. We'll see. The rest of it, might need to put some more back with to go in the turkey tomorrow. So we're just going to pop this in here. This looks amazing. If I say so myself. Actually, it's quite a good fit, that. I'm just going to make sure I get the fruit out. That's it. Smush this in. Hi Ed and James. I know you probably missed some of this, but it'll be up later. We're virtually finished now. Right, what you want to do now is, it's going to roast and obviously the top's going to go nice and crispy. So what you want to do is, what I'm going to do is just pop some sage leaves that I had from earlier that I saved. Now these will dry out on the top, but you need to make sure you put some oil on before this goes in the oven tomorrow, which I will go through tomorrow. It will be about 7:30 in the morning probably, no, but it'll be about 10ish when we put the stuff in, I think. Maybe later, I don't know. So what you can do also is just crush some more of these chestnuts on the top. These are really baked nice on the top. Not loads, but you know. Right, and then if you want to, which I'm going to do, is I love cranberries. What you do is, whatever fruit you want to, obviously, as I said, I'm just going to pop. These are lovely, from Sainsbury's Organic. If you're watching anybody from Sainsbury's, I'll be an influencer if you get in touch and send me loads of free stuff. Anyone. Do you know what? That's it. So, what we're going to do with this, we're going to put it in the fridge overnight. Now, just a tiny drizzle of olive oil, now, right? Just a tiny drizzle, just to keep it moist on there. And then tomorrow we'll just pop a bit more on before we put it in the oven. And I'm just going to make sure I've not forgotten anything. Notes. And yeah, that's it. So tomorrow, if you're not going to log on tomorrow, what you need to do, as soon as you take your turkey out, you want to pop this in, obviously, and I'm just looking for what temperature it should go in. I think it's 190. Let me just double check. So that's in tomorrow's prep, so apologies. Yeah, it's 190 degrees for an hour. I don't know what that is in Fahrenheit. It's probably about 350, and it's about gas mat 4 or 5, I think, if you've got gas. So yeah, just cover this with cling film, pop it in the fridge, and then tomorrow pop it in after the turkey's resting. If you're doing your turkey, you should rest it for the exact same time as you cook it for. So if it's a 3-hour turkey, rest it for 3 hours, yeah? In tin foil, and double tin foil it after it comes out the oven. And once you've renewed all the juices for the gravy, missus, then just put a towel over it, a tea towel, and leave it resting for 3 hours if it's a 3-hour one. We'll go over that tomorrow. Anyway, thanks for watching. It's been a bit of a weird one without any wine in my hand, but I'll be back on late tonight just to prep the turkey with the stuffing and that we've got separated somewhere, put it somewhere, and the butter. Okay guys, have a good afternoon and evening. Bye. Hello, it's me again. It's a bit late, apologies. I've got a very tetchy cat trying to get in the kitchen, so we're just going to prep the turkey now. It's literally a couple of minutes, but I just want to show you how to do it. I'm going to be quite quick because, as I say, the cat's not very happy. Right, I hope everybody's got all the presents wrapped and everything, and it's looking good. Right, let's. I don't know if there's anybody online. We're just going to go ahead. I think there's somebody just appeared, so here we go. I'm just going to. There's my bird. Okay, so this is about. Well, it's just short of a 4 kilogram bird. Okay, so it'll serve about 7 to 10. Make sure you take out the giblets. Get that size of that. And keep those aside. You'll need those tomorrow, so just wrap them up in some foil or something, Highlander. Put them in some foil or something in the fridge. They'll form part of the trivet that the turkey's going to cook on, with a few other veggies and stuff like that, which will then form the rest of your gravy. We've done most of the gravy, but this will just add more and more flavour in there, yeah? So there's 2 things we're going to do now. One, we've got the butter that we did. When I say we did, I did it, and I don't think anybody else has, but we've got the butter, and what we're going to do now is we're going to just put that into the turkey. Now, can you hear the cat? She's not happy. Apologies. What we're going to do is, I'm going to put it on this way a second because it's a bit difficult to show you. I've already started on this because I wanted to make sure. You need to get under the skin, so you might just have to cut it slightly inside with a knife, but you don't want to split the skin really. So what you're going to do is take some of the butter. Probably a bit too much for the first go. Take some of the butter. Susie, be quiet. And you've got to get it under the skin. It's a bit messy, don't worry about it, because we're going to put some on the skin later on as well. So let's get as much in there as you can. I always get under the skin of some people, I tell you. Right. By the way, I've been out tonight just for an hour or so. It's absolutely taters outside. If anybody's going outside, wrap up well. Not as if you've got many places to go really, but right, what you want to do is just get that in there like that, and then do the same on the other side. Now the problem I've got here is my skin. I didn't do this. It splits slightly, so it's going to be a bit of an issue this, but not to worry. It doesn't really matter. It's not a fine sort of art stuffing butter the skin of a turkey. Right. Get as much as we can in there. And what you want to do is just try and massage it through. Mine's going to come through that skin there, but hey, it doesn't matter. Just try and get it into the... Cheers, mate. She's a big one. Just going to massage your breast there. Alright. Just massage it over. Massage the butter over the breast because we don't want a dry breast. And the last thing we want. Please have a massage. Indeed. Please leave a massage. Have a massage, whatever. We all love The Office, don't we? Well, me and Tom do. A few others, but... Right, I'm a bit unhappy that this skin has split on my bird. Look, there's not a lot we can do. Look, it's going in there, isn't it? I'll finish that off in a bit, but it's virtually there. What you want to do now is we'll keep that to one side for a second. I'm just going to wash my hands. So that took ages. It's really hard to get this butter off. What we want to do is we don't want to waste this butter. We want as much as possible on there. Just because, again, when it's cooking, it's all going to drip into the roasting tray, and then we've got to use that as part of the gravy as well. So there's a lot more flavour to that gravy, even though it is really nice at the moment. Thank you. Right. Okay, so I'll finish that off in a bit. But then the other thing we need to do is we don't put the stuff in at the jacksy end like that. We want to put it at the front end here. Okay, so again, what you want to do is try and get under the skin of that split. Now look at that, I've just put my finger through it. Right. You just got to manipulate it a bit. It is difficult. When I watched Jamie and what's he called doing it, Gordon, it was so easy, but you can do it, you just got to be careful. Right, so you just got to get it in there. Now, take the stuffing, the bit we kept separate, it was about a third of the stuffing that we did. Can you see this, yeah? And we want to get it right in there. Really in there. Just, again, massage that through there. I mean, don't worry if you don't want too much in this, because we've already got, well, no you haven't, but I have already got a full roasting tin of stuffing as well. Just get your hand in there, just push it right in, massage it in there. this is what you want on Christmas Eve, this. Better than watching telly, innit? Stuffing a bird. And other jokes like that. Right. So basically, you know, it's virtually done. So I'm not going to keep people on there because you want to be having a drink in a minute, so do I. And I've got my tea in the oven. I'm starving. So I'm just going to finish off. What you're going to do, I'm going to put a bit more butter under the skin, and then just rub it all over what's left over the turkey, and then just put it back in foil, put it in the fridge. Now in the morning, so I need my turkey to be cooked by about half 11, call it 11 to be on the safe side, because I need to rest for 2.5 hours after that. So it's going to take about 2.5, so I'm going to add on half an hour, that's 3 hours. So it needs to be ready, what time did I say it was? Half 11, 11. So 3 hours, I'm going to put it in the oven about 8 o'clock in the morning. So I'll just do a quick video then, maybe, if you can be asked. And we'll put it in. And then the only other thing you need to do is when you take it out, about an hour before you're going to eat it, pop your stuffing in that we did. But I'll remind you about that tomorrow. And yeah, listen guys, have a good Christmas. And this is a very short video, isn't it? But you know, don't matter. Yeah, have a good Christmas, enjoy all the football, that's the main thing, that's what Christmas is here for. And I'll speak to a few people tomorrow. I hope you have a nice day. Bye. Oh, Edlin's on. Too late, Edlin, I'm going. Bye. Good morning, campers, and Merry Christmas to everyone. It's a little bit early, I don't think anybody's online, but it'll be on Facebook later. I've just got up and, well, I've not just got up, I got up earlier to take my turkey out, preheat the oven. You need to take your turkey out at least an hour beforehand, get it back to room temperature. So all I'm going to do is just go through the trivet and everything now, and that's about it really for today. Maybe I'll come on and show you the rest of the gravy. You probably all playing with your toys anyway now, so let's get this sorted. Right. So all we're going to do is make a trivet for the turkey to go on. Two reasons. One is we want all the flavours of some more veg in there at the bottom with the giblets, and then that'll form again part of the gravy with the butter and any juices from the stuffing we've put in there. Again, that'll go in and that'll add to the turkey. I mean, add to the gravy. I mean, I've tasted the gravy and it's just like a meal on its own. I'll tell you now, it's going to be even better. Okay, so we've got three. I've got 3 carrots. You need about 4, but this is a whopper, so I've done 3. All you need to do is roughly chop it up. I roughly peeled some of this. It looked too nice, it's alright. Yeah, I don't think anybody's on, but as I say, Merry Christmas to everyone. It's an early start for us. We're preparing the Christmas meal, although I'm lucky because I'm only doing the turkey and the stuffing and the gravy, because Carol is doing all the rest, which is great. I'm just going to drive down there and well, I'm not going to, but alright Craig, you're alright. I'm not going to drive down there, but somebody is, so I can have a drink. So we've got the carrots in there. We want the onions in. We can just I think it doesn't really matter. There's 4 onions there. got 4 celery sticks. Put them in. You want to put a couple of bay leaves in. You know what? I bought those fresh bay leaves the other day. I only used 2, and I think I've thrown them away. But anyway, look, I've got some new dried one there, so that's fine. You can just use dried. And then you want to put some sprigs of rosemary in there. There we go. Are we missing anything? We're only missing the giblets now. Don't necessarily want the blood, do we? So. I don't know if you can see this, but I should have used a fork really, a spoon. We'll just pop that in there. Oh, look at that there. Let's move that about a bit. Oh, we've got this bugger there. Look at that. Morning Joanne, morning Sandra. Hope you're having a nice morning. You on the booze yet? I might have a Baileys in a minute. Right, so that's your trivet done. Now I'm going to show you. Where we go? Look, there you go. That's all you want. Mark height. So, turkey. So it's all prepared. I prepared it again yesterday. We've got all the butter at this end in the skin, and on the top I've stuffed the neck end and just moved the neck over, tucked it in. Now you got quite a big cavity in there. What you don't want to do, a lot of people just shove in onions and everything, block it all up. But you don't want to do that. You really want the air to get through. But you can put a couple of things in there just to, you know, get some flavouring. So got a couple of clementines. Just pop. Just it depends on the size really. We can put one in. That's still got plenty of room there. Maybe another half. There, that's lovely. And then we've got a mix of rosemary and thyme here. Just pop that in there. There we go. Do you know, and that is it. So what I've done, preheated the oven to 180, which I think is about 350 gas smart. I don't say it wrong, I think it's 5, but hang on a second. I don't think I've written that down. Yeah, I think it's gas smart 5, but you can convert it on Google yourselves, I think. Right, so I'm going to put this on there, and then it's time to put it in the oven. Now, this is a 4 kilogram turkey, so it's about 2 3/4 hours to 3 hours. I'm going for 3 hours. I want this to be ready for about 11:15 because I then need to. I'm doing this early because I'm set to times because I've got to obviously take it down to Shropshire. So I'm going to do it for 11:15. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put some foil over the top for the first hour or so. Yeah, baste it every half an hour. And then once you've done it for about an hour and a quarter, something like that, take the foil off, put it in again for about another half an hour, and then what you can do, if you want to, it's an optional extra. I do it is take about 4 or 5 bits of streaky bacon, smoky streaky bacon, and you'll find you'll have loads of juices in here. What you need to do is just dip the streaky bacon in the lovely everything that's in there. It's flavourful, and just drape it over the top of the turkey, and then put it back in for the last hour. And then Bob's your uncle. Bob was my uncle. Fanny's your aunt, but she wasn't my aunt. Right, okay guys, have a great day, and Merry Christmas, as I say. Enjoy all the football tomorrow and the rest of the days we've got it. Alright guys, bye.